Hello, this is Aline White Swan. Welcome to the Mysterious Domain Movie Palace. This is just a quick video because I want to thank you guys. We have broken over 20,000 subscribers. I think that's a miracle because I never expected that, because especially considering so much of my material has been taken down or blocked. Here's my plan. So many of you have clicked on the Buy Me a Coffee link and you bought me some coffees, and I'm so grateful to you. I see some of you have done this more than once, and you have no idea how much it means to me. So here's my idea. Buy Me a Coffee is it's kind of becoming a little bit like Patreon. I find Patreon very top heavy for me. But Buy Me a Coffee seems much simpler. So they're sort of doing a thing where I can have levels where people can subscribe to do a monthly donation, and I can give them things. So one thing I'm doing is having, buy me one coffee a month. And what I can do with that money, because I am pretty skint and I'm doing this all by myself, is, if I had 20,000 of you give me $1 a month, I'd be rich. In my mind, I'd be rich. Like, there's nothing I couldn't do with that. But I'm not expecting that because most people don't engage like that. But for those of you who can, what I would be able to do is hire an editor. And if I had someone who could do the editing, which is the longest part a lot of times of doing this type of thing, I could start to do some video essays about the films, and those would be pretty editing intensive, actually, to make them interesting. And the other thing is I would like to be able to do a live stream where I can show the films with the sound turned off, but we can have chat and talk about the film or whatever you guys want to talk about in the genre and the film and the actors, or things you know about it that I don't know, because people have told me things about some of these films that I had no idea about. So there are things that can be expanded if I had the money to, because it's every YouTube channel you see that's really good and really like professionally done, not amateur hour like me, but professionally done, has a team. They've got a lot of backup, and I only need an editor. I think I could just do it with an editor. And the other thing is I can sell merch on Buy Me a Coffee. YouTube won't let me do it because it's part of being demonetized, and I'm demonetized because the movies don't belong to me. They're not my original material. So there's copyright there. The other thing that happens, I can't get Google ads revenue. The other thing I can't do is I can't sell merchandise off the YouTube channel, but I can sell it off Buy Me a Coffee. So what I'm planning is the artwork that I do that has relevance to the channel, like some of the fan art and some of the themed art that I have that suits the channel. I will put them on Buy Me a Coffee with links to get prints or merchandise with those images at Redbubble or my website. And the reason I would put Redbubble is that their shipping is much cheaper, especially if you're outside the United States. Their shipping is a lot cheaper, and they have sales periodically too. Now, for Americans over certain $75, I guess if you buy $75 worth of prints, you will get free shipping in the United States. And that's mainly because I can't afford to give a bunch of stuff away at this stage. So the Buy Me a Coffee would help me to be able to actually do a lot more, even in that regard. So I would have a page of artwork that's relevant to the channel with links so you can buy prints and this tote bags or t-shirts or whatever. I have also got a tarot deck. I'll put links to that. And my little Betty by Times, it was my little experiment doing a kind of Edward Gorey alphabet series. I put them on t-shirts or on Redbubble, but I can put those there too. So I can have a little shop on Buy Me a Coffee as well. What else did I want to say? Oh, and if you, those of you who have been so generous and kind to help me out, I will put your names. I'm trying to figure out if I do the movies, maybe you can have some input on this. If I put your names, I can put your names before the movie, like after I'm done talking. I could put them at the very end of the movie, where people would be less likely to probably see them. I don't know, but they can. I'm going to try to figure out how to make them roll like credits, and then you would get credit for sponsoring my channel and being producers, I guess. So I think that's all I wanted to say. But I mean, 20,000 people sounds like a lot to me. You know, that it's amazing that that happened. I also want to, what I'm going to do starting this month, I might see how many I can get up. It's August. Is the intros. I've said I was going to do this before, but I'm genuinely going to do it. The intros to the films that got taken down or heavily blocked, I'm going to put them up on a separate playlist. And the reason I'm doing this is partly because you can see what I have tried to put on the channel and didn't get away with because of copyright. And those of you who like my intros for some strange reason, you can have them. But I think I'm really kind of excited about the idea of being able to roll the films without sound, because it's the sound that gets you in trouble with the copyright. It's always the music. So if I can roll them without sound and then we can have chit chats about them, you know, I think that could be a lot of fun. I just have to make sure I have a really good internet connection because it's really kind of dodgy around here. So maybe I could spend money on that as well. I don't know if I could. I'm not very technological, so I grew up. I lived 80% of my life, or 90%, I guess. How old am I? 90% in the analog world. So, yeah, it's been there's quite a lot of gaps. Although I will say this, the millennials in my life know less about tech than I do. So no more making fun of boomers. I know more tech from doing this stuff than any millennial that's in my life right now. And the men millennials in my life don't even know how to fix the car. So I grew up in a world where I needed some help with my car and the guy knew how to do it. It just cracks me out. I'm like, what, you don't know how to bang a nail in? You don't know how to use a screwdriver? I mean, I'm joking, but it seems like that to me. You know, if our Armageddon comes, we're all going to be like running around asking boomers how to do stuff, you know. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. So I've got something coming this month, and then I'm starting to get stuff ready for my other channel, The Mysterious Domain, where the tarot readings are. And I got big plans for that. The plans are so big that they're sort of intimidating, but that channel should be able to be monetized. It's just this one can't because I don't own the film rights. It's always a gamble whether I get to actually show the film. So anyway, thank you all so much. I love you all. You've been an amazing community, just really lovely people. And as I always like to say, if you don't like my commentary, you're welcome to always skip ahead to the movie. And people who like to listen to me can listen, and those who don't, you don't have to. So take care, and I'll see you again soon. And do leave comments below about what you think about my ideas. Just give me some feedback. So I want to make it nice for you guys. So thank you. Take care. Bye bye.